Heyo. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first 24 hours of my sugar cleanse. That was harder than tobacco. I've been thinking I haven't had any cravings for cigarettes since getting on the sugar cleanse. All I want is something sugary. That's so nuts. I feel like that's definitely a sign that, like, wow, I was eating too much sugar, and I probably could have told you that if I had put on a food diary with that. But yesterday I did pretty good. I didn't have any sugar all day long, except for I did end up making some waffles for the kids last night to prep for the freezer. And I was making them with sourdough and being all fun with it. And I kind of burnt like half the bottom half of one of them. So like the top half was still good. And I was like, I've been so good. So I had some like pure maple syrup and I let myself have like some waffle with some maple syrup on it. And I swear, I woke up with a headache this morning. I had an actual physical symptom of withdrawal from sugar. Like, no, unacceptable. So, yeah. Just so you know, if you're ever having trouble with breaking one habit, go ahead. Like, when you get to like the tail end of where you're like chemically addicted to it still, feel free to get something else that you're chemically addicted to, like sugar. I really do feel like that's going to help me. I notice another major difference when I cut sugar out of my diet is it's not actually the sugar. We all know that it's calories in, calories out. That's what weight loss and gain is, you know what I mean? But when I eat sugar, I eat calories that were like unnecessary. And it's kind of weird. Like I'll eat when I'm not hungry more often if it's sugar, because it's something I could crave, something that, oh, that chocolate just looks good. Oh, that Jolly Rancher sounds nice. I'd like something sour or whatever. And I don't really want something sour. It's this strange, sugar craving thing that I'm trying to give myself. And so when I don't eat sugar, not only am I not eating those sugar things, but I've noticed that once I kind of like eat sugar, I'll start eating like salty things or spicy things, or suddenly now I want like other, like sparky craving things. And I don't know why my brain suddenly turns it into a buffet once I start eating sugar, but it does. So I've already noticed some very good positive benefits as far as diet and weight go. And I've kind of discussed it with myself. I think anytime I weigh over 150 pounds, I'm just going to immediately go on a sugar cleanse. Because I've noticed anytime that I'm under that weight, I tend to not be overwhelmed with eating too much sugar anyway. That's when I'm like being a little bit more balanced. And but since I do have kind of like binge eating tendencies, if I kind of go off the edge a little bit with stuff, and that's usually at that tipping point where I'm also like hitting above 150, that's when I start getting kind of out of control with my cravings, and I start like giving up kind of on the pursuit. And I'm just like, oh well, I guess I just ate a bunch of sugar today. Oh well, like I kind of stop trying, and that's when it starts going downhill. So here's to that uphill climb, and always remember that that's the part that you remember when you get old. That's your lore. People don't remember their lazy, boring days when they gave up as much as they remember their days when they triumphed beyond struggle. Those days that were hard, but they made it through. Those are the days that'll make you smile the most in the end. So I just try to remind myself again that where I'm going is requiring a certain version of me, and I want that person to show up with bells on. Chills. Cheers. Chills.